as much as it was bitter and destructive to Black lives, it was sweet to white lives, you know. And so white Methodists, it would take so much courage to adhere to this policy because there was so much at stake for them. And so the church was very, very divided in that. And in fact, not just outside the church, inside the church, because very few, firstly, there was no Black person who was a leader of the Methodist Church at the time. At that time, they were still using, we didn't have bishops. We had the chairman of conference, chairman of the district, and all that. And most of the chairpersons of the district were white males. That's what you had all across the board. The president of conference was a white man, and he had been a white person from time immemorial. So the church, even our synods, district synods, were actually divided. There was a meeting, a ministerial session for Black people, and then there would be one for whites. And they would have to come and report again and be monitored by the whites, even for their own ministerial sessions. So within the church, apartheid itself was rife. Even the stipends at that time were not equal at all. They were, the white people were paid better stipends, Black people were paid lower stipends. In fact, one of the delegation that was led by Alex Borain, who was the youngest president of conference. He led a delegation to meet with the Prime Minister, B.J. Foster. And when he got there to try and complain about the Group Areas Act, the apartheid and all that, and then B.J. Foster just pulled the minutes of conference and said to him, you come here to tell us as government that we should be treating Black people differently and white people from white people. But you as a church, here are the stipends. Here's the table of stipends that you pay. You are paying them lower salaries than us. And you pay your white people much more and all that. And then you come here to tell us this. How do you think we should listen to you? And it was the most frustrating experiences. That's why, in fact, it's one of those reasons Alex Borain, after leaving the chairperson of being president of conference, left the Methodist Church and joined. In fact, he went to join politics, Anglo-American, and worked in Anglo-American to try and improve the situation of Black people there. And from there, went and joined politics. And with time, left the Methodist ministry. It was because of the experience that the church was not moving and living according to the principles that it had adopted. So you are right. It took some time for this to become a reality.